Okay, so I'm slipping. I didn't go get the 2x2s. I didn't get acetone. I'm all out of acetone. So I think what I'm gonna do is grind out that drainage piece so I can replace it. Just in case I decide to put something. Remember I was talking about putting in an ice chest or something up front. So I need to grind that out. And what I'm gonna do is try to somehow cover up the back so the dust just stays up front. And then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go for a run and pick up the 2x2s and pick up. Hopefully Scott's got a little bit of PVC glue so I can glue the elbow onto that to get it to go up and then up and bend and then go up. Other than that, otherwise I'll have to pick up a can of glue and primer just to do that one little joint. I asked Wood last night on the forums what kind of 2x2 should I get. So that's still that was another reason I think I was putting it off, because I didn't know pine, redwood. I don't think there's a marine grade 2x2, just for the simple fact it's a solid piece. But I'm gonna go find out this morning after I grind that out. So let me get that done real quick. Okay, I was putting on my Tyvek suit and I started thinking that what I should do is get a piece of that foam and cut a template and lay it across the front and see exactly where my floor sits in relation to that piece. I should do that right now, and so I'm gonna do that first. Okay, I found a piece of cardboard. I thought the cardboard might be a little bit easier to work with, so let's see. Okay, this can't touch the hole, so I have to trim it back a little bit. And the idea is that the edge of this piece is gonna have to fit on here, on my stringers. And that's why I need to lay a piece of wood on here to see where it is over there. So it's still too big, but I know what I could do is, when I trace it, I can just cut it like a 1/2 inch smaller right here. And here and here. I can just make it a little bit smaller, because it's not supposed to touch the hole. Another reason why I need this piece right now to know the exact size of it is because right here, along in here somewhere, matter of fact, it was somewhere right here, there was a big fat blob of whatever it was, either thickened resin, more likely it was thickened resin, and it was holding the front of the floor up, because of course the stringer stopped right here. So that I have to figure out a way to get that thick blob up there before I put the floor in. I imagine I don't have to, but it'd be a good idea, I think, if I could figure out how to do it. Okay. I'm gonna go cut this piece. I'll be right back. This taught me a couple things. Number one, eyeballing is, at least my eyeball, I don't know, maybe somebody else's eyeball is straighter, but I might do some trimming, because it's pretty off. But it did show me exactly where my floor is. My floor is going to be about 2 to 2.5 inches lower than the stock floor, because the stock floor, or the original floor, was right there at the tip of the stuff right there. So this is good. Okay, so I figured out a couple things. One, that drainage piece right there, it was peanut buttered in with the floor. So there's no rush to, I do have to grind it out today, but I don't have to put it in today before the floor, because it was actually peanut buttered to the floor. And the way they did it is all the crucial places in the boat, I left some fiberglass, or high spots of fiberglass. I didn't take it all the way down, because I wanted to use it as like a template. So what they did is there was a big fat blob of what is that? Oh god, resin, thickened resin here and here, on this side and on this side. And the deck must have sat on top of it and then went into, because you can see, matter of fact, you can still see a little bit of the wood right here that I didn't take off. There's wood right there and then fiberglass right there. And I left this so I know where my floor should be. So, I just had this is just a thin 1/4 inch scrap that I had left over from the spacer piece from the gas tank. So I'm using that for my template. Okay, so it turns out my template wasn't as bad as I thought, actually. What I did is I pushed it up as far forward as I could, and then just marked along the edge where I thought I had to take some off. So let me go trim it, bring it back, and see what happens. And keep in mind, this template piece is only for the nose. I'm going to have a different template to do this, because what I'm going to try to do is that if from here to here is 4 feet, from here to here is 4 feet, I can do from the front of the ski locker all the way to the nose cone, I can do with 1 sheet of plywood, and that would be awesome. I got to measure this across. I haven't measured this to see what the distance is from here to here, but I'll do that, because then that piece can come right here to this cleat right here, and that would be superb. Now let me see. Let me trim this. I gotta cut this piece first and put it back and see what's going on. All right, so I lined it up. I cut it, lined up my little marks there with the stringer, and better, but I'm gonna have to trim it again. So let me go up, mark it, and cut it again. I marked it. I'm about to go trace it. One thing, just a tip for you guys, is that this piece right here, this particular piece, it's a lot narrower than you might think. I think it has something to do with your depth perception, and how you perceive the contour shape or something. This piece right here is a lot narrower than you think it would be at stringer height, if your stringers are right. And if your stringers are where you want them, this piece, as it goes up to the front, this is going to be my 3rd trim. So, anyway, keep that in mind. All right. Okay, 4 times was the charm. 4 times was the charm. I got it done. My template piece. You can see I'm not touching the hole. The hole, it's not touching up there either, trust me. Then on this side, it's not touching the hole. I gotta do there's 1 more trim, so 5 times would be the charm. But after that, this nose piece is good to go. So now with that, with this nose piece traced, I can go ahead and grind out that drainage piece, because I know exactly where my floor is gonna come in at. And really, I was worried about, I was thinking that it was I take a little bit off the front. I was thinking that. Anyway, I was thinking that I was a little low, but actually I'm right on the money. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. The floor, the new floor is going to end up exactly where the old floor was. So I'm real happy. So anyway, let me grind out that drainage piece. I'm gonna do a quick measurement to see how far down the drainage piece comes, and how tall it is, and I'll grind it out. Okay. Okay, one thing I noticed is getting in and out the boat just now when I was measuring, getting in and out, cutting that piece up there. I know on the forums a lot of times people say they're wondering about how rotten their stringer is, and integrity of the boat and all that stuff. And the problem is that I see is that they skim so much on the materials when they made the boat that once your core is gone, if you had a fillet, it's so thin, and the fiberglass is so thin that what happens is when your stringer rots, the fiberglass crumbles and crushes because it's so thin. And that's why, you have soft spots and soft floors. I venture to say that, like this boat 20 years from now or whenever, if for some reason it was to rot, the 2 or 3 layers of 1708 and the fillet, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it would be as dramatic of a devastating of a decline in the boat's integrity as it is when the old style, the way it was made. There it is. Got the drainage piece out, so I'm all ready for that. Got the template cut for the nose. And I guess now I need to go pick up some resin. Not resin, I'm sorry. I need to go pick up some. I need a shop vac. I need to go get a shop vac. So I need to go do some shopping. I'm going to go get a shop vac. I'm going to get some 2x2s and acetone. That's what's on the shopping list. Let's see where I am when I get that. See if I can do anything else today. This is about where my ski locker catch is going to go. I went to the boat salvage, the local boat salvage company, and pick this up. I was wondering, though, I got a couple questions. One, can I use my tractor paint on that aluminum ring, or should I take it and have it powder coated? I wonder what you guys think about that. And two, how do I shore up this area? I'm the skinny one in the family, so how do I shore up this area to make my ski locker area stronger than just sitting on the 3/4 inch floor? Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, and one more thing while I got this picture right here. Is anything supposed to go across right there? The tip of the stringer or the tip of the ski locker? Is there supposed to be a piece that goes across, like you know how the bulkhead goes across right here? Is there supposed to be a piece that goes across up there? Okay.